Well, thief, I smell you. I hear your breath. I feel your air. Where are you? Where are you?
The other secret weapon that we had for Smaug beyond his design was the fact that he is a talking dragon. We could use his personality to our advantage. And so we were looking for an actor that was not just going to sort of voice a dragon that we would imagine, a dragon would sound like. We wanted someone who actually would do something original, unexpected, something that was a surprise to us.
We both went up for it at the same time. We both kind of went on tape at the same time during the first season of Sherlock. So we both went in very early 2010. And I knew Benedict wanted to play Smaug.
Smaug was one of the characters that we cast quite early on. We were looking at some of the tapes, and a young actor called Benedict Cumberbatch actually sat down in a chair.
Well, thief, I smell you. I can hear your breath. So why don't you show yourself?
I guess my first point of call was going on to the Hubbards, which is the UK casting directors of great fame, partly because of The Lord of the Rings. I mean, they got Peter, all of that cast, and I put myself on tape with Dan Hubbard. And he said, look, I don't know, I think, just do one where it's just the voice. I mean, maybe just do one off camera. This is just for Smaug to start off with. But I'd imagined that it'd be motion capture. There might be a bit of that involved. He went, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know. I went, well, I'd love to do a little bit. I'd love to do a little bit of action because it just helps with the voice.
You seem very familiar with my name, but I do not remember smelling one of your kind before. Who are you, and where do you come from, may I ask?
So I did a few head movements and sort of serpentine stuff with my neck and got the shoulders working a bit. And Dan went very quiet, and I went, too much. And he went, no, it was fine. It was just, I wasn't expecting it. No, that was good. Just do one off camera. So I did one off camera as well.
Oh, yes, Barrel Rider. You may walk unseen, but you did not walk all the way on your own.
We couldn't see his head. We could only hear his voice. I don't think I knew what he looked like. I just heard this voice, and it was like, oh, my God, wow, that's an incredible voice.
I ate 6 ponies last night, and I shall catch and eat all the others before long.
And then I didn't hear anything, I think, for about a year. And I got a call saying, they want you to play Smaug. Peter was like, why did you do that audition where we went on camera? We thought they hadn't framed you in, but did you do one off camera? And I was like, yeah, I did, because I was fucking told to by Dan Hubbard. He said, oh, that was strange. I said, well, I presume it's because it was at the stage where you didn't know it was going to be voiceover, so, I might ruin the chance of getting a part if you saw my fucking face.
It wasn't about what he looked like, it was about what he sounded like and what he was able to produce in the character simply by his voice. And he, knew Smaug. I mean, he understood Smaug as well as we did.
When I first met him, I said, look, I have to acknowledge here that this is going to be a second-hand performance. And he went, what? Oh, my dad read it to me when I was 6 or 7, and I was really lucky. My dad's an extraordinary actor, so he brought this already very rich, magical, visionary world of hobbits and giants and trolls and living out all the parts. He completely brought them to life. His Bilbo was very good, sort of free and skittish, but sort of also grounded and homely. And then Smaug was this amazing sort of gravelly, growling creature. And so I basically ripped my dad off for my performance. I really do owe him a lot. He's getting a cut.
Benedict came in at the start of Block 3, so the start of 2012, and what a way to kick off the year. We had a couple of days of motion capture.
A little bit of that, a little bit of just...
Got you.
Yeah, yep.
Cool. He wanted to get inside the character. He really wanted to own it. He didn't want to just be a voice artist who came in after the fact and said the words.
You get the helmet on, and the helmet has a sort of Madonna-type headset thing, which is actually a camera which comes to here. This camera is really weird because it's right in your face. It's got a little circle of LED lights, so you're literally carrying around the actress's dream. You have your own little private keynote. It's really nice, but actually it's very, very weird. And then you kind of have to forget it. And imagine yourself into a vast creature in a huge space when you're really crawling around on a grey bit of carpet.
Benedict's choices as an actor were definitely going to affect Smaug big time. And I said, treat it like you're playing the role. Don't think you're just providing the voice. Go in there physically, get what you can out of it. There will be head turns, there will be moments from that performance that you give that can be pulled out and extrapolated and will become part of Smaug's being.
I kill wherever I please, and none can stop me.
I'm sorry. We wanted him to have the ability to just freely explore the physicality of the character. And we could watch what he was doing as if it were a stage play.
And no doubt you purloined it for your filthy dwarf friends.
When you get to play it live, there is an element of theatre to it because you do have a whole audience, even though they're watching and listening through very, highly skilled and attuned technology. You get the feeling that you're playing to them a little bit. I had a very strong idea of what he felt and looked and would smell and move like. I really did. But whether I did that in my motion or animation of my body, I'm not sure, but I knew in my mind what I was trying to do. I played it as an internal thought of, I am this, I am that, I can do that, I can do this, but whilst my body's going and just acting out everything that I'm thinking. You have to take a very big leap of faith and just think big, really.
So technically, Benedict's first reading of Smaug on the mocap stage and in the mocap suit wasn't required. We knew that we couldn't use his body movements and actually have them drive the dragon skeleton or drive the dragon muscles, but we were interested in just unleashing his performance and use that as clues to Smaug's character.
That's genuinely really exciting. You're being a sort of draftsman, or at least trying to hint towards how it should go. And that's what Pete wanted. He wants something to stimulate them into action and getting an idea of a flavour of character.
Benedict was interested in exactly the same ideas as we were, which is to make Smaug a psychopath. Forget what he looks like, forget how big he is, forget how many teeth he's got. His personality is scary. You're talking about Jack Nicholson in The Shining, you're talking about Hannibal Lecter, it's those type of characters, and what makes them scary is they're unpredictable.
You have nice manners for a liar and a thief.
They have that absolute ability to kind of be charming on one level, and then ultimately you feel the tension and the edge, and there's moments where he can barely hold his psychotic side in as he's trying to actually get to the truth.
This is some sordid scheme hatched between them and those miserable tab-trading lake men.
It's an exhausting day. You are drenched, not necessarily because of the soup, but just because of the exertion, especially in the voice. There are lots of breaks for gollum juice, as it's called. It's ginger and honey. So after a lot of roaring and scampering about, I down quantities of that and bits of sushi and other things like goat and dwarf.
I know the smell and taste of dwarf. No one better.
Can I try them on all the way through, Pete?
Good, that's good, that's great. There's some great stuff in that.
Okay.
Pete said, "Oh, that's great. I think we got some great stuff. I think that's good. Unless you want it." And I said, "Yeah, I'd like to do it all again." He went, "What the last scene? Okay." And I went, "No, all of it."
The king from under the mountain is dead. Where are the kin who dare seek revenge? I ate all his people like a wolf among sheep. I destroyed Dale. I laid low the warriors of old and instilled terror into the hearts of men. I kill wherever I please, and none shall stop me. So tell me, underling, how do you choose to die? I am fire! I am death! All must burn! Burn it must! All will turn to ash and dust!
Ugh.
It was great to be able to just have a run and play the whole character in one fell swoop.
That was an extraordinary creative process to witness.
These guys aren't really done this faster before.
What's going on?
They're just trying to take my clothes off. It's fine, don't relax. It happens all the time around here.